welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayshawn, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another video. Based on the title, you know what I'm about to talk about. Y'all, make sure you guys continue to run the numbers up, comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kayshawn with 3 E's. But without further ado, y'all, let's hop right into the video. Let's go. All right, y'all, so boom. Let me hop into the story time, right? I went to like this bar slash lounge, right, with my homegirl. We were there kicking it at the bar. Like, we literally just met up to like eat at the bar and have some drinks, right? But this place play like, you know, hype music and stuff. So like once you get a couple drinks, you know, you be kind of standing up dancing to the music, right? So y'all know me. If y'all don't know, you know, I'm always that friend. I gotta use the bathroom. Y'all know. So we went, I believe we had one during happy hour or like something where drinks was half off. Because I remember we kept getting rounds. Like we kept getting multiple rounds because it was like cheap or half off or somebody was behind it for us. I don't quite remember that part. But all I know is we had multiple shots, right? So, of course, every time I drink, I gotta use the bathroom. Y'all know the drill. So, I go by myself to the bathroom because, like I said, it's only me and my homegirl. And, you know, you can't leave drinks and your food unattended, you know. So, I go over to the bathroom, right? I use the bathroom, whatever. I'm coming out. Mind you, when I was in the bathroom, I was taking pictures in the mirror because, you know, you got to get the pictures in the mirror. So when I was coming out the bathroom, you know, I was on my phone. You know how you be looking through the pictures, seeing which one you like, which one you going to post. So I'm walking on my, like, you know, just on my phone or whatever. So when I was walking past, mind you, so the way that this lounge is set up or bar, it's really like a bar. I'm going to just say bar. So you got the bar area where you can sit at the bar, right? And then on one side is booths and then the other side is tables, right? So I'm walking through the booths, right, to get back over here to the bar. So as I'm walking through the booths, you know, I'm on my phone, not paying attention, right, because I'm looking at these pictures. So when I walked past one booth, I guess a guy was trying to get out the booth, but I didn't see him, of course, because I'm looking down on my phone, not paying attention. So I guess he was trying to get out the booth, and I'm looking down, so I kind of like tripped over his leg that was coming out the booth. So I tripped, and I was like, oh, my bad, my bad. You know, I instantly was like, oh, my bad, because I knew I wasn't paying attention. Like, so I'm like, oh, my bad, you good? And he's like,
yeah, I'm good, but I'd be even better if you give me your number.
so I'm like, dang, like, you know, like, so I really brushed him off though, because I'm just like, you good? Like, you know, I did step on your shoes. That y'all, if y'all don't know, stepping on somebody's shoes is real disrespectful, okay? Especially when they the all whites. Like, come on now. You can't be stepping on people's shoes around here. You know, I was just trying to make sure he knew, you know, I was sorry for stepping on his shoes. So I was just like, well, you know, my bad, you good though? And he's like,
Nah, no, little mama, yeah, I am good. My bad. Like, I ain't even see you coming.
and I'm like, no, it's all good. Like, I wasn't even really paying attention. I was on my phone anyway, so that's my fault. And he like,
Well, why you on your phone? Like, you don't want to put my number in your phone?
so I'm just like, like, not really. Like I don't know. I didn't know what to say because, mind y'all, I'm tipsy. So every time, first of all, I'm already goofy, as you can tell. Well, can y'all tell? I like to think I'm goofy. But when I drink, like, everything is funny. Everything is already funny. But when I'm drinking, it's 100 times. It's intensified, right? So I'm just laughing because I don't know. I'm just laughing or whatever. So while we were talking back and forth, his waitress ended up coming to the table and she was like getting some of the dishes or whatever. So while we were talking or whatever, I'm like, you know, well, as long as you good, you know, I was about to walk away. And he was like,
Hey, waitress, can you send around the shots to her and whoever she with?
so I'm looking at him like, you don't even know how many people I'm with. So I was like, I could be with 10 people and you sending shots to me and my people. And he like,
Well, if you with 10 people, then I guess I'll just be buying 11 shots. One for you and for your other 10 people.
so I'm like, I started laughing or whatever. Then like we was kicking a little bit. He was kind of cool. So I was just like, whatever. So the lady go get our shots. Like she leave, go get our shots. So he was like,
Come on, little mama. I promise you, I don't bite. Like, just take my number because we about to head up out of here. And let me take you out to dinner. And then, you know, if you don't want to fuck with me, it is what it is.
cool. I can respect that. Listen, I can respect you just saying like, hey, let's link. If ain't no chemistry, if we don't vibe, then, you know, no love lost. Like, you know, I'm cool with that. So, you know, I was just like, okay. So I ended up giving him my number. Mind you, he's sitting at the table with two other dudes. What is this? Two other dudes. Is it 2 or is it 3? But he is sitting at the table with 2 other dudes, okay? So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So we end up exchanging numbers, I walk over back to the bar. When I sat down, I'm telling my homegirl, like, yeah, the dude that I just met or whatever, like, he's sending us some shots. So, my homegirl, like, oh, my shots, okay, whatever. Like, I seen you over there talking to him, blah, blah, blah. So cool. We get the shots or whatever. We cheers and we still eating our food. We talking. I guess it was time for homeboy to leave. So on his way out, he walked over to me. But mind you, I'm sitting at the bar. So I'm facing, this way. So he walks up behind me and he taps me on the shoulder. So I turn around. I'm like, oh, what's up? Like, I noticed it was him. So he like,
oh yeah, little mama, I just want to let you know I'm about to head up out of here, but I never told you my name.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even tell you my name either. My name is Kay. And he like,
okay, cool. My name Drama.
I should have known. So now his name wasn't actually Drama, but I wish it was. Maybe I would have never messed with this dude, but we're going to get into it, okay? So I'm like, all right, Drama, like I got you locked in. I'm going to hit you up. So he started walking away. Mind you, I'm sitting up. So when I turned around at him, I only looked at his face. Like, so as he's walking away, I'm looking back. I noticed this dude got a whole boot on his foot, right? Like his foot is wrapped up with a boot, with a cast, whatever you want to call it, a boot. It was a boot. Thinking like, okay, whatever. Maybe he could have sprung his leg. Maybe he a soccer player shit. I don't know. So I didn't think much of it because, to be honest, I ain't judging you because you got a boot on your foot. Like, that shit temporarily. I ain't really worried about it, whatever. So, whatever. Me and my homegirl, we finished drinking, we talking or whatever. Cool. So, I'm not going to lie. Are you drunk driver, please? Please don't come for me. I know. Okay? I wasn't drunk driving, but I had a few drinks. I sobered up a little bit and I was driving home, right? So I'm driving home. I'm listening to my music. I'm feeling it because I'm in a good mood.
Let me cater to you, inspire me from the heart. Can't nothing tear us apart. You all I want in a man. I put my life in your hands.
Cause like I'm in my bag.
First off, fuck your bitch in the clip. You came west side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. I just want somebody, to treat me like somebody, won't be like everybody, all you do is love me for me, babe.
Like, I'm feeling good. I'm singing my old school, my new school, my singing. I'm in my feelings. I'm on my rap shit. I'm doing the whole 9 yards, right? So somebody ends up interrupting my music playing, and it was a call from an unknown number, okay? Like, this number is not saved. So I'm feeling good. I'm in a good mood, so I decided to answer it. So, I'm like, hello. And he like,
hey, what's up, little mama? Like, you still at the bar or you done?
So because he said the bar, I'm automatically going to assume, I'm like, oh, hey, this Drama? And he like,
yeah, this Drama. Like, I was just calling to check on you, make sure everything was good.
So I was like, yeah, everything is good. Like, why wouldn't it be? He like,
oh no, I'm just saying, like, I know I was peeping you, like, I know you took a couple shots or whatever, so like I see it was only you and your homegirl there, so I was just making sure you got home safe, everything was good.
So I'm thinking, like, I don't know if I should be flattered or why are you watching me? But then again, I'm glad, like, you trying to check to make sure I'm getting home safe. So I kind of appreciated that. Like, that's different from these Detroit dudes, okay? So, I'm thinking, like, oh, well, yeah, I'm on my way home right now. So he like,
well, if you don't mind, I'd like to stay on the phone with you until you get there.
Baby, what? Needless to say, we stay on the phone, y'all. We just having regular conversation. Like, and when I'm not, I like to think I'm not really a shy person. But when you got that liquid courage in you, as they say, you real, like, y'all don't understand. Y'all probably do, actually. I talk a lot. I'm a loud talker and I talk fast. Okay? It's the 3 things. Talk a lot, loud talker, and fast talker. Okay? So, when I'm tipsy, all 3 of those things is at a maximum. It's at a level. It's at 100%. You get what I'm saying? So, we just talking about everything. I'm so deep in conversation. Like, he literally was a vibe to the point. I don't even know how I got to this, but I'm telling him about the time I went to see the point with my family, y'all. I'm telling him about the Millennium Force, the Dragster, the Wildcat. He listening. He could have been like, you talking about the Millennium Force, but I'm trying to force this up inside you, you know? Or he could have been like, you talking about the wildcat, like, are you a wildcat? Can I hit that bobcat, you know? Or he could have been like, the dragster, no, I'm trying to drag you. Well, not like that. I'm trying to drag you so I can beat up that. Like, you know, he just wasn't on that. He's sitting there listening. He's telling me about how he wants to sit. Like, we talking about fucking see the point. Why? Well, not why, because I mean, it's conversation, so it is what it is. But we going on about see the point. We just talking. Eventually, I had pulled up because the side of town that I went to for the bar was on my friend's side of the town, and she lives on the other side of town. So it did take me a minute to get back home. So cool, whatever. So we just chopping up, we laughing, we kicking, and we talking. So, you know, I end up asking, I'm like, oh, by the way, like, I see you got a boot on your foot. Like, what happened? Like, you good? Did you sprain your ankle? You know, you a soccer player? And he was just like,
Oh, no, none of those. Like, I ride motorcycles and I fell off my motorcycle or whatever, so I hurt my leg.
so I'm like, oh, dang, like, that's crazy. Like, you know, you good? And he like,
Yeah, it's just temporarily. I only gotta have it on for, not that long, so I should be good.
so I'm like, oh, my jaw. I did notice that he had like a little scratch or whatever above his forehead, or not above his forehead, on his forehead. But I'm not paying no mind to it because y'all know I like those little rough looking dudes sometimes. Like, I love me a fine dude, but you can have a little hood in you, like a little rut, like you been through some shit. Like, you know, I don't mind that. So I did see that he had a couple scrapes, but listen, when you talking to her dudes, they probably just fought the other day. They probably just broke into somebody's house, unfortunately. Like, it's a lot of shit. Like, you never know with these hood dudes. Oh, excuse me, I almost died there. You know, my bad. I almost died there, y'all. My bad. I know y'all be praying on my downfall, but sorry, I'm still here, bitches. It didn't work. But yeah, so you never know with these hood dudes or whatever. So I did know he had a couple scrapes on his face, but I'm not thinking much of it, right? So yeah, so he ended up telling me that he had his motorcycle accident or whatever. So I was just like, okay, well, glad you're okay. Literally, we talked for hours that first day, right? So cool. Needless to say, y'all know how the first times go, whatever. You texting, you talking to each other, you getting to know each other, right? So, we've been talking for like a week or so. The weekend pulls up or whatever, and me and my friends, we was kicking it. We was looking for something to do. So, while we was looking for something to do at her house, like me and Drama was texting, right? So we texted or whatever. I'm asking him what he doing. He asked me what I'm doing. I told him like, yeah, I'm at my friend's house, and he like,
Oh, cool. I'm at my friend house too. Like, if y'all want to pull up over here, we about to drink, smoke, chill. Like, we ain't about to do nothing major.
so cool. I asked my homegirls, they down to go. He sent me the Addy. We pulling up, right? So, depending on who you is, like, if you come off as a flashy dude and you want to throw your money in my face, I've said this before, then I'm going to milk you for your money. Like, if I'm trying to talk to you, have a good conversation with you, and you keep bringing up how much money you got, you must want me to ask you for money, so I'm going to ask you for money, because why are we only talking about money? But if you one of those dudes and I'm talking to you and we have a good conversation like me and Drama, I'm not trying to finesse you out of no money. I'm not trying to get $40 out of you. I'm not doing none of that. So normally, if you one of those dudes that's flashing their money, I'm pulling up empty-handed. Like, when I get there, oh, you gonna buy me food, you gonna buy the liquor, you gonna do all of that, because stop talking about your money. But Drama wasn't like that. Like, we held good conversations or whatever. And I remember, I forgot to mention, but like that third day when I was still at work or whatever, he ended up, and you know how, you when you talking, you ask people ask you like where you work at or whatever. I end up telling him, and this one I used to just tell people like, yeah, I work at such and such or whatever. And he ended up sending food to my job and everything, y'all. Like, he was a good, well, let me not speak too soon, but at the time I'm thinking like, this is a good dude. He applying pressure, all of that, right? So he was sending me food and everything to work. Good dude. Okay, but so anyway, so when we pulled up, mind you, me and my friends already had a bottle when we was at her house. So we pull up with the bottle, like, I ain't want to come empty-handed, because like I said, he ain't one of those types of guys. Like, I ain't gotta, no. So I pulled up with my bottle, whatever. So, I text him, let him know that we here, because they gotta come out and get me. But y'all know I normally make the dudes come to the car and get me, but I knew he was, he had his boot on, so I was trying to be a little courteous. So, as long as he opened up the door for us, we came up to the front porch or whatever. So we come in, I hug him, everybody get introduced. The guys there was cool. I'm introducing them to my friends, all of that, right? So we come in with a bottle, So Drama like,
What you got that for? Hey, bro, look, why they bring their own bottle?
so they like, oh, okay, y'all cool as fuck. Oh, y'all those types. So I'm like, what? Like, I'm saying like, what? And he like,
Man, I'm telling you, like, I ain't trying to act like we talk to a lot of females, but bitches don't be bringing their own bottle. Like,
and mind you, he did say bitches, but like he wasn't calling me bitches. So I look, I can't say too much about it, whatever. Long as he don't disrespect me. But he was basically saying like, most females come empty handed. And I'm sitting here thinking like, well, if y'all was them dudes flashing money, I would have came empty handed. But he like,
just appreciate that you came with a bottle because most females they come and they want you to buy everything, but you pulled up with your own bottle like you a boss.
so I'm just sitting here thinking like, oh, I'm a bust because I brought a bottle. Well, cool. Like, listen, if you want to toot my horn, hey, I ain't mad at you. So I'm like, yeah, you don't supposed to go nowhere empty handed and stuff like that unless you messing with niggas that want to talk about all the money they got. Then you can, because listen, if you want to talk about the money, you must want to spend it. Okay, and I'm going to let you. But, so I'm just like, oh, yeah, like, we already had the bottle, so I figured I'd bring it. And he like,
Man, that's what's up. Like, I fuck with you even more because of that. But you can go put your little bottle in the car. Like, we don't need that. We got bottles here. I got you. When you with me, I got you.
oh, you ain't said nothing but a why? Cause I'm a offer, but after you decline, oh, I ain't gonna press it on you, cause I'm gonna save this bottle for later, okay? And I was drinking Hennessy at the time, so I'm gonna put my Hennessy back in the car. You ain't gotta worry about that. But I ain't take it back to the car. I just like, put it in my purse, cause y'all know I used to rock the big purses. So, but so yeah, I just end up putting Hennessy like, in my purse or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's what's up. So we all sit down, we get to talking and everything is cool. Like it's a vibe. The dudes is there cool. Everybody, like my friends get along with them. We just talking. Y'all know we playing little games. They still playing the like the video game or whatever. Like everybody just vibing. So we drinking, we getting turned. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When we was sitting, Drama had his leg propped up like on top of my legs, like on my lap, right? And I allowed that to happen, right? Because I felt like, your leg is hurt, you're injured, so it's cool. So I'm just leaning back. He got a leg on my lap, and we just over there talking. He got his arm around me and stuff. So we just talking, kicking it, whatever. We taking shots. So you know how dudes just lay their phone, and he smoked. So you know how they have like they bag of grass and they phone just like laying on their lap. So his phone and stuff was there. So I had noticed that the phone kept lighting up, and he must have put his phone on silent because it wasn't ringing and it wasn't vibrating. Like I just noticed that the phone was lighting up, right? So I'm just thinking like, okay, so I kind of did do a little one look. And when I looked, I noticed that it was just an emoji, right? So I'm just like, emoji. So I was kind of looking at the emoji, and it was just like a girl emoji. Like literally a girl emoji. That's all it was. I didn't say no name or nothing. It was just an emoji. So I'm thinking like, so I try to play it off like somebody with an emoji calling like, you don't see that? And he like,
Oh, yeah, nah, that's good. That's just my daughter.
so mind you, when we did talk, he did tell me that he got a daughter, right? So I did know that he had a kid, cool or whatever. This is back in my just having fun stage. So I didn't care if I was dating people that had kids because I was just looking to have fun anyways. So I wasn't thinking enough. So I'm like, oh, that's why it's like a girl emoji, like, it's his daughter, cool, whatever. So I'm thinking like, you wanna answer like for your daughter? And he like,
Nah, like she good. She don't want nothing.
but mind y'all, I'm thinking like when he told me he had a daughter, the daughter was only like 2 years old. Not saying that when you two, you can't have a phone, but I was just thinking like, your daughter got a phone at 2 years old, like she can call you, or like, I was just thinking like, your 2-year-old daughter is ringing, calling your phone or whatever. But I'm thinking like maybe he's saying she don't want nothing because like maybe she can't really talk at 2 or something, or not talk well, so she probably just playing on his phone or some shit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking like, hey, you know your daughter more than I do, so if you said she don't want nothing, it is what it is. So I ain't think nothing of it. So it did ring a couple times, but like it was whatever. So mind y'all, we still kicking it, we sipping, we over there chilling. So one of his friends was like, y'all want to go up to the park? Because it was like something going on at the park. Like, they driving around in their cars and, little shit like that. So, because we came over there early. We did come over there like 6 o'clock or whatever, like 6 p.m. So they was asking like, did we want to go up to the park, see cars, chill there or whatever. So, I'm like, cool, that's fine. So I looked at my homegirls and they like, yeah, we should go. Like, we down. So I'm like, cool, like we are down. So we getting up, we grabbing a bottle, we getting ready to head up to the park. So the dudes is like, well, we all gonna drive our car. And then they looked at my friends, they started choosing. So I had two homegirls there. So one of the dudes wanted my one homegirl to ride with him, and then the other dude wanted my other homegirl to ride with him. So Drama looks at me and he's like,
me and you gonna drive together though, but we gonna take my car.
so I'm like, oh, okay, like that's cool. And he like,
But I need you to drive because my foot and shit. Like like can you drive?
so I'm like, oh yeah, cool, no problem. Like I drive, ain't got no problem with that. No, cool. We all get in the car. We like 5 cars deep because like two of the homeboys got my other two homegirls, and then it was still 2 other homeboys there, and they want to drive their own car, y'all. The hood dudes, they always want to drive their own car. Well, it depends. The hood dudes that don't have no car, oh, of course they want to hop in somebody else's car. But the dudes that got fancy cars, top-notch cars, they always want to drive their own cars, right? So it could be 2 homeboys and they gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna meet you there. I'm driving my own car. Like the homeboys, they very rarely be like, oh, bro, come get me. Let's drive together. No, they be want to drive their own car. If they got a nice-ass car, they want to drive their own car. Cool. Understandable. They want to show that shit off. And of course, 9 times out of 10, if you were a dude that want to show his car off, he wants some arm candy in the passenger seat, which is probably why the dude was one of my friends to ride with them. Or they could have really been choosing, like, because my friends is bad. So maybe they really want to talk to them. I don't know. But anyways, we get in the car, so we driving. I'm following them, right? I'm the third from the 5th. It's 5 cars total, so I'm third in line, and the 2 dudes is behind us. So we driving, it's all good or whatever. So we on our way there, we kicking it. They trying to speed and do donuts and slide through. I already looked at Drama. I said, look, Drama, I'ma pick up a little bit speed, but I'm not doing none of that fancy smashy driving because I don't really play like that. I'm not about to be doing no racing, no none of that, no swerving in and out of lanes. I'm not doing none of that, right? Like, I'm gonna let you know up front. And he like,
nah, for real, cool. Like I just got into an accident, so trust me, I ain't trying to do none of that crazy stuff either. I'm chilling.
so I'm like, okay, cool. Because at one point they started kind of like speeding up and we started like losing them a little bit. But I know how to get to the park. So I wasn't tripping on like following them. I was just letting them know, like, look, if they kind of leave us, I'm not speeding. I'm not drag racing. I'm not passing no red lights and stuff. Like, I'm not doing that crazy ass driving in the summer where everybody is out, people crossing the street. It's too much going on. I don't like to do all that weird ass driving, right? Or not weird, I should say crazy driving. So he understood. So like I still see them in the distance, but they kind of passed us. You get what I'm saying? Like we was third, now we all the way in the back. Okay? But yeah, so we driving, we just talking, we got the music going, whatever, everything is cool. So mind y'all, we starting to head to the park. Instantly. Now, I noticed that this little Toyota Camry, calling you out, baby. Shout out to my Toyota Camry girls out there. But listen, I noticed this little Toto, short for Toyota, was following the car. Now, mind you, I'm on a main street. So I always say, like, even though a car might be following you for a little bit, it don't automatically mean that they're following you because they could be just going the same way. Mind you, towards the park, a lot of people go this way. So I'm thinking like maybe everybody going this way because they're showing off the cars down there. So maybe everybody, they on their way to the park. So I just see the little Toto following us or whatever. So I peep in the review, but I'm thinking like, whatever, it is what it is. I continue driving. So it's something I peep, but I'm not worried about. Like I push to the back of my head, right? So I'm driving, whatever, and I'm just like, I look. And I'm like, I did tell John, I'm like, this little Toyota is right behind us. Like, every lane that I go into, this Toyota is going into. But I'm like, it's probably nothing to worry about. I'm just saying, I just kind of noticed it. And he looked like, first he was leaned all the way back, right? Because his chair is all the way, his seat all the way back, and his foot is kind of like up on the dashboard. So he was like, he got up, he like,
Toyota, what? What Toyota? You see, it's a Toyota, what? Huh?
And I'm like, calm down. I'm like, yeah, it was just a Toyota. I'm like, I don't really think they following us. I'm just saying, like, they right on my ass. So I'm just saying. And he like,
what? Let me see.
So he get the looking back, and he was like, oh, shit. Like, I heard him, like, say it underneath his breath. So I'm like, oh, shit, what? Like, oh, shit, what? Like, you good? And he like,
oh, shit. No, no, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, it's good. I don't know. Yeah, they probably just going the same way. Like, don't even worry about it. Like,
So I'm like, oh yeah, like I wasn't gonna worry about it. Like I just said, like I noticed that it was following us this way, but maybe they not following us. So now I noticed that at first he was all the way leaned back. Now he up in the chair, kind of like looking out the side mirror. Like I could see him looking over like this, like he trying to keep eyes on a little Toto, okay, little Toyota. So I'm just like, you good? He like,
yeah, but turn up here, go to this store up here, this liquor store up here, real quick.
so I'm like, okay. So y'all, I turn into the liquor store and I park. I'm waiting for Drama to get out, y'all. He ain't getting out. But I did notice that the little Toyota pulled up too. So I'm like, ain't no way you going to the store too. So he like, I guess when he pulled out, the door, it looked like the door was about to open, the Toyota. And he like,
Oh, actually, no, never mind. I don't even need nothing. I forgot the bro got the woods and stuff. You know, come on.
so I was like, okay. So, I back up or whatever. I leave. So I leave out. And I see the Toyota leave out with us, y'all. So I'm like, nah. I looked at John. I'm like, do you know that Toyota? Like, you know who in that car is? That another one of y'all homeboys or something? Because I'm like, bro, they're following us. Like, I know that they're following us. He over there like,
Nah, they ain't following us. Can't be following us. No, I don't think they following us.
I'm like, bro, they came to the liquor store with us, bro. They're following us. So as I'm talking, y'all, I ran. Well, I don't want to say ran through because I feel like that's saying that I passed the light. But like, when the light yellow, I go through the yellow light. So because I went through that yellow light, I know whoever's behind me is gonna be red and they need to stop. I barely made it through the yellow light. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, because I was kind of busy, distracted a little bit talking to him. I barely made it to the yellow light. Like I could kind of see it turn red and I was underneath the light already. So the Toyota passed the red light to keep up with me. So I'm like, oh no. I'm like, nah, they just passed that red light, Drama. They're following us. I'm like, who is that? So I get to kind of look it back and he like,
No, just speed up a little bit. Just go.
I'm like, nah, hell nah, bro. Like, what you got? What's going on? Like, you tell me, like, let me know what you got going on. Like, so he like,
Nothing. Like, they're not following us. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, they're not following us. Like, we good. They're just probably going the same way.
I'm like, so why did they turn up into the liquor store and then didn't even get out? But then when we left, they left too. So we still driving, but I'm just having this back and forth with him because I'm like, bro, ain't no fucking way. You get what I'm saying? So next thing you know, y'all know how it's a red light, but it will be like a blinking red light. Like, if it's a light, like kind of like on a dead street, it'll be a blinking red light, meaning you should treat that light as like a stop sign. When the red light is blinking, normally you just you treat it like a stop sign. So you stop and then, you proceed to go. So we put up to this blinking red light. So I stopped, I'm still looking both ways. Because even though that part of the street was kind of dead, I'm still looking. Y'all, the Toyota pulls up next to me. Mind you, it's tents on the Toyota. Who put tents on? Never mind, that's my business. But it's tents on the Toyota. But how the front, like the driver and the passenger tents are a little bit lighter, or what's it called? They're not as dark as the back tent, so they're a little bit lighter or whatever. So like I could see a body in there, but like I couldn't, like I wouldn't be able to like make out their face, but I could see, you could see a figure, like, so they pull up to the light next to me, whatever. So I automatically look over and I'm like, bro, as I'm looking over, I'm telling you, I'm like, bro, they're definitely following us. Like, this got to be one of your friends. And he keeps saying like,
bro, they're not following us. Like, we good.
But as he's saying, he looking over like this too, like trying to look to see. So I look, all I see is somebody like saying some shit. But the window, like, mind you, I didn't roll my window down because it was hot outside. So we had the windows up and the air on. And they must have did too. But like, so I just see this like, I see a figure moving. So she starts rolling, and I'm saying she now because obviously I can tell that it's a female, okay? Like, I couldn't see like her whole face, like I couldn't see that, but I could tell that it was a female or whatever. Like, I could tell it was a girl. So I'm like, no, they said something to us, driver. I'm like, let me roll this window down. And he like,
no, come on, like just go. Like, you doing too much, bro. Like, go.
Don't tell me I'm fucking doing too much, bro. You're doing too much, right? At this point, I pull off. So now the girl is really following us. Like, I just pull off, whatever. She on my ass. Like, I mean, bumper to bumper, like on my ass. So I feel like she started driving wild and crazy. She going on this side of us, the other side of us, trying to go on the front and stop on her brakes. Like, a whole bunch of bullshit. So once again, I don't play with this car type shit. I don't play that. So I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm like, is this your baby mama? Like, I just had to ask. Like, is this your baby mama or something? Because ain't no way this bitch is following us. Like, it's no way. And it's giving me very much baby mama drama. Because while she's stopping in front of us, she on my ass. She riding on the side of us. All of that. Your phone is ringing. Mind you, I could still see his phone lighting up. But it's still on vibrate and it's not ringing. So I'm like, I could tell some shit is going on, right? So I'm just like, nah, some shit is up. Like, I'm about to pull over. He like,
bro, don't fucking pull over. Like, don't pull up.
I'm like, I'm pulling over because she's stopping in front of me. She's doing too much. And I ain't got nothing to do with whatever y'all got going on. Like, if she want to fight me or some shit, like, we just gonna have to do, like, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, whatever is about to happen is gonna have to happen, because there's no way that I'm about to be dodging you in traffic. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not about to be braking in front of me. I'm driving and then something happened to your car. You think you about to sue me for the damages, some shit. I don't know. I just knew I ain't want no parts. So I'm just like, no. So it's like a big parking lot. Like, you know how you go to like a CVS or a Walgreens, it'd be like a big parking lot. So I pull over into the parking lot and I roll down the window because she on my ass. So it's like she pulled up right in front of me. So I'm just like, I'm like, hello? Like, we on the phone. I'm like, hello? Like, what's going on? So she hop out the car and she's like,
Who driving my fucking baby daddy car? Oh, y'all got me fucked up.
so I was like, I had the window roll down just a little bit. Not all of it, but just a little bit. I'm like, baby, y'all, I already was not with the shits. Like, I'm telling y'all. And this is something I don't do, but like, I'm not even gonna lie, I was on that day and I had been drinking. And when I'm on my girly time, like, I'm already not with the shits. But sometimes when I'm drinking, I'm high. But like, when I'm on and I'm drinking, I'm like, I'm not with the shits at all. So she wasn't gonna get no argument or nothing out of me. Like, I was so stone cold with her. I'm like, baby. I'm like, first of all, calm down. I'm like, what you trying to do? I'm like, why are you doing all that? Like, why are you chasing me through traffic and stuff? What you trying to do? And she like,
This my baby daddy. He left me. I'm at home with the child. What's going on here? Like, why you in his car?
like, all of this or whatever. So I'm just sitting out the window and he drama dumbass. He's sitting over here just chilling in the seat, like, he didn't even want to give her eye contact, like he a fucking kid in trouble. So I'm like, well, first of all, I just met him. We ain't fucking. We ain't doing none of that. Like, this my friend. Like, we only eating a couple pieces of chicken. So no.
This is my friend. Now what the fuck is he doing up in here, man? This my friend. This my best friend. What the fuck is he doing up in here, man? He not doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing but eat a couple of pieces of chicken. Okay.
But I'm like, this is my friend. Like, it's none of that. So I'm like, calm down. Like, what's up? Like, you know, because at this point, like I said, like, I do got drink in me, but like, I'm just, and I don't know why, but back in the day, like, when I used to have cramps, a lot of times Midol and stuff didn't used to work. But like, when I would drink, like, I used to think like, I need to drink to not think about the pain in my stomach. Y'all, do not do that shit. That was the wrong move for sure. Like, don't drink while you on. And at that time, like, I don't know why I was doing that shit, but I thought it was gonna make me feel better. Like, I thought I was gonna be so drunk or whatever that I'm not gonna remember that my stomach hurt. Like, that's so weird to think. I don't know why. But anyways, so I was like drunk, but like, I was a calm drunk. Well, I wasn't drunk. I was tipsy, but I was a calm tipsy. You get what I'm saying? Because like, my stomach still was really low-key hurting. So it's just like, you know, when your stomach hurt, when you don't feel good and people trying to fight you, like, you just be like, bro, if we're gonna fight, let's do it. Like, I don't got no argument in me. Like, I don't know. So she all doing the most or whatever. So I'm just like, I was sitting there, I literally was sitting there looking at her, like, out the window. She going off the whole time. I'm thinking like, bro, my motherfucking stomach hurt. And TMI again, but y'all know how when you own, you gotta like poop and like, okay, anyways, but just the whole time I'm just like, my fucking stomach hurt. Like, I gotta use the bathroom. Like, I need to eat. I need some bread. I want some hot chocolate. Because every time I was on, I either drink hot chocolate. I don't like tea or coffee for real, but I would drink hot chocolate because I used to like something warm on my stomach, or like bread, like warm bread. So I'm just over there. She going off or whatever. She probably thinking she doing her big one. I'm standing here, mind you. The window rolled down like Snoop from Baby Boy rolled down. When he rolled it down just like that much. And I'm just looking. And I'm like, damn, I really want some hot chocolate right now. I'm like, damn, my motherfucking stomach hurt. I thought this liquor was going to help. It's not helping, bro. Like, what I'm going to eat for dinner tomorrow? Like, I'm over there really thought, she like,
You dumb bitch, and you just sitting there staring looking stupid.
I was like, wait, you trying to fight or whatever? And she like,
Get out of my baby daddy car.
I'm like, I'm not getting out. I'm like, well, what you could do is you could follow us to the park. Because I'm thinking, like, at least I can go there with my homegirl and ride with the dude. Because if I get out the car, you going to try to ride off? Or what you going to try to do? You're not about to leave me stranded. So I'm like, boom. Do you want to fight? What you trying to do? Like, it's like, as soon as I said that, she walked around and she like,
And yo dumb ass, you sitting here looking stupid. That's why I'm glad I hit you with my car, ran over your dumb ass foot, bitch.
she going off on him, like smacking the door and stuff like that. He's sitting there. You would think this nigga was on mute. He was mute. He wasn't saying nothing. And I'm sitting there like, drama. Like, you gonna let her call you a bitch? You gonna let her talk to you like that? I'm over here egging shit off. Like, you gonna let her talk to you like that? He like, man, he all quiet and stuff. He like,
Man, I learned just to let her go. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her. We've been broken up for 2 years. This bitch is crazy. Like, I'm not even about to argue with her. Nope, because she always tell the police that I hit her. She always trying to get the nigga sent back to jail. Nope, I'm not about to engage in that.
like, he was just sitting there. So I'm just like, oh, like, this must be a ongoing thing or something. Because he like, look, I know from past experiences, I'm not even about to engage in no drama with her. So we just sitting in the car, y'all. So I'm just like, hey, baby girl. Because now she over there. I'm like, baby girl, what you want to do? I'm like, you can follow us to the park. And then I get in the car with my homegirls. Or you trying to fight? Like, what you trying to do? Because all this back and forth, it ain't gonna work. So she like,
What I look like fighting you over my nigga, over my baby daddy?
I'm like, right, exactly. Like, it don't make sense. But I thought she was like trying to fight me or something because she was talking crazy over here. So I'm like, right, I ain't trying to fight you for real. I'm just trying to see where we going with this because you chasing me through traffic. That's not gonna work. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can't have that. Like, I'm not about to be doing all of that. So she started talking back to him like,
Okay, dumb bitch, I'ma see you. I'ma see you when you get home, right? I got you. You think me hitting you with the car before? Oh, that was light work. Watch what I do to you.
so I'm like, oh shit. So she get in the car, y'all, in her car, she skirt off. So I'm just sitting there like, drama. You didn't tell me you had baby mama drama. He like,
Man, like, no, I really don't, though.
you don't? You sure you don't? Because from what I'm looking at, you do. And I'm like, I thought you said you had a motorcycle incident. That's what happened to your foot. Why she said she ran you over with the car? And she really ran over your foot. Like, that's how you got the boot on. And he like,
Man, because if I would have told you what really happened, it probably would have scared you off.
you damn skippy. You right. It wouldn't have scared me off, but I want to fuck with you because then I would have knew you had baby mama drama, which is why I don't deal with niggas with baby mamas right now because it always be baby mama drama. Like, so I'm just like, bro, yeah, like, you got too much going on. So I end up pulling out of the parking lot. I'm still heading to the park, so we just still talking about whatever. We get there. My homegirl's like, girl, like, where you been at? Like, we been here for like 20 minutes. Then we was waiting for y'all. I was like, yeah, I gotta tell y'all later or whatever. So we did end up kicking it at the park for a minute, right? We kicking it at the park, y'all. Hold up. We gonna come back, y'all. Y'all know I gotta make it into a little part 2. Like, listen, hold up now. This is K-Shine in the wintertime. You try posting 25 videos every day in a row and think you ain't gonna get a little part 2? Well, it ain't necessarily, it is a part 2 or whatever, but this video long enough, y'all will be all right. I'm gonna do part 2 in a later video, okay? So y'all gonna get that, don't worry. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoy it. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, comment, and double check to make sure you are subscribed, but y'all already know. Until next time, tomorrow. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.